data analysis and visualization is that you are given data from different sources. You're supposed to clean that data, format it, organize it to make it visually impressive to the users. So the question was that you were given data source files, the three of them. That was 2021 order data that was in the format of a CSV file. We also had 2022 of the same format and 2023. The files contain details of cake sales to business customers of Live Bakery. You use these files to create a single spreadsheet named cake sales 2021-2023. It should be followed by underscore your center number and the candidate number. An example is given there. You are supposed to remove some rows that contain gratis. Then add these calculated columns. You need to add some calculated columns in your file so that you are able to find a file similar to this one. You are able to do a file similar to this one. So you have to look at what you need in your file. You need exactly to look it this way. Then from there, you've been told if it is about poverty here, if it's about the poverty, it is revenue costs, revenue minus, that is revenue minus the cost of production. So it should be, for instance, here, it should be profit should be F2 minus F14 minus E14 in this case. Then we also have the month of the order. You include it here. How do we do the month of the order? I'm going to show you on how to do that. The quarter is there, the date sheet, order status, days. I'm going to show you on how to do all these things. You edit and format the spreadsheet to look like this. So let's go to the files that were given. We open them, we make a single file. So you go to the files, you start with the data that is 2021, just open it. The best way to do is just Control A so that you save in a format that you need. Control A, Control C, I Control N to open a new workbook. Control V so that I paste it there in a new workbook. I can easily now delete this one because I don't need it anymore. Not delete, but I close it. Then from there, I open the next one, which is 2022. Control A, Control C, and then I go back, I go and paste it in my workbook that I've created. At the end, you move to the end of it, you just have your cursor there, Control V. Then I need to, because the row headers is similar, so I delete this row here. Row headers are similar, so I delete this row here. Then from there, I move again to the end. You can move to the end again so that you have your cursor there. And then you also need to of course, I close that one. I don't need it. I need also again to open the 2023. I open the 2023. I Control A. The gratis, you could see those hashtags. Those are the gratis work that we shall do away with. Control A, Control C. I move again to where my new workbook is. Control V. I paste. I also delete this row because it is a duplicate. I delete the row. Then from there, I think I'm now good to go because I have all the three. So now that I have all the three, you can have this cursor turn into black, bold, then you double click to align the columns, to align the columns, to align the columns, to align all these columns. You can also move manually, but I think this one is good good than moving manually. So I need to add some columns that I've been told. I need order IDs here. I need customer IDs here. I need customer name. Customer name, it is this customer ID separated. I'm going to separate this one. How do I separate? Just these are two columns. It will be two columns. So I need to create two more columns. I insert, and insert again. I insert again so that I now highlight those columns that I want to separate. They have a dash. So I go to data. I go to text to column. I use the delimited because the delimited has commas, tabs that will separate the fields. So in this case, delimited, I go to next. I don't need a comma, I don't need a tab, I need others so that I use a dash because the dash is what is there. But remember, there is some other data with dashes, so it's going to cause some divisions, but we will align it. That's why we call it cleaning. So I don't need I don't need a text qualifier. So I go to next. Then from there I can have it as general, then finish. So you see it as separated. So customer ID remains. You have customer name here. Customer name. Make sure you write customer name. Then this one now, this has been column has been created because of the separation. There was a dash here, so there was dash buys. So what I do, I need to sort this one so that I get Perry buys. I get it where it is, then I just align all of them. Because if you move downwards, you'll be seeing that where there is Berry buys, where there is Berry buys, where there is Berry buys is where the column has been created because of that. So I need to do away with that column. So first of all, let me highlight this. After highlighting, I need to sort. I need to sort it out. Sort. I need to sort A to Z. If I sort to A to Z, I just expand, click OK. Then I go straight to where I need to, the place where I need to match the two cells. I mean the match the two at P, it is here. So what I do at this point, it had a dash. So I just write dash, undo, just undo, then I have a dash buys the way it is. So I duplicate up to where it is, up to the end of it. You just move up to the end of it. You move up to where it's ending there. It's ending there up to that point. Then from there, I don't need now this column. I delete that column. Good. So that means I have separated those columns as it was needed. Then from there, but remember the header has disappeared. So I can go and cut that header. I bring it back where it's supposed to be. I bring it back where it's supposed to be. If Control X, I cut it, I can paste I can paste here, insert cut cells. So it is inserted there. Good. Then from there, I'm now good to go. I continue. I added customer name. Now I need again to add another column that is revenue is there, cost of production is there, profit. I need to add a column here. I need to add a column called profit per order. Profit per order as per the question. Profit per order. Profit per order. Profit per order. Then from there, I also need month of order. So I need again to insert another column, which I'll call it month of order. I'll call it month of order, month of order, month of order. Then from there, we also insert another one called quarter. There is also another one called quarter. So we need to insert another one called quarter as per the question, quarter. Then from there, we also have next date shift. Date shift, the order date. It's written as order date. You can, it's the same thing that no, date shift. Okay, order date was there. Order date, this one, I've inserted it in the wrong place. That is month of order. Month of order. Order date should be around, this was inserted in the wrong place. This order date, month of order date is supposed to be, okay, I've inserted this one the wrong places. Month of order, I can now delete these two because I've inserted them in the wrong place as per the question. It was profit by order, then order date. After order date, month of order. So month of order should be here. I need to insert some two. I need to insert some two so that I have order date, then month of order, and quarter. Month of order, month of order, month of order, and the quarter here. And the quarter. Month of order, quarter date sheet, then order status. Then after order status, we also have date to ship, days to ship, days to ship. Good. So that one is what I need as per the question. So how do I get first thing? We just go slowly. First thing is to look at the currency. We must set this into currency. Just right click. No, that's revenue. Revenue should be in currency. Right click, format cells, or just Control R, Control 1. I mean, you can either use Control 1, just currency. Then the currency. Here, the symbols, the euro symbol is not there, but the question was not marked whether it was euro or what, or pound as it is. It was marked that it was in currency form. So as long as it was in currency form, we're on good. So this one, you also highlight this. You also highlight this, and I said you can press Control and 1. It gives you straight this one, Control plus 1, currency, so that you change it into that. And even this one will be in currency, profit. Of course, I've been told profit will be also in currency, Control 1. So it should be in currency, then that one. From there, if I put an equal sign, equals to this, it is revenue minus cost of production as you were told, then you just have all of them. Double click, you have all of them. And then order month. I need the month from here. So order date should be also date, should be formatted into date and should be formatted into date. That is format cells. It should be date and time. So the date and time here, you can see it's not in the format that I want as per the question. When you look at the question, the format is the date, the month, and the year. Date, month, and year, you can't see it here. There is none because I've used English. I mean, it's whatever is here is English United States. So I need to change into English UK, or there is South Africa, but let's use United Kingdom. English United Kingdom. If we do English United Kingdom, then it gives date, month, and the year. You are able to find it here, and then now you click OK. You'll be able to apply if you click OK there. So you do the same. You do the same. You'll be able to see that sometimes because it's copy data, it may not work. I'll show you when it doesn't work, what to do. It may not work. So let's also format this one the same way. That is control 1, so that we do date. It is now correct, 1403. That is English United Kingdom. Click OK. It has not formatted in simple terms into date and time. Because if it was formatted into date and time, it could have moved to the right order. What we do, the best thing to do, just right click again, go into data, and then go to text column. When it does not work, you go there, and then I go next. Let me just use the tab. I do away with this one. I do away with that one. I've done away with it. There is none. I go to next, so that I change to date and time, and I make sure it is in the format I want, day, month, year. Then I click on finish. Now you can see it has adjusted into all of it aligned into the right side. So I do the same to this column. I go to text to limited. I go to next. That one the way it is. Month, no, it should be day, month, year. Day, month, year. I finish. So you see that's aligned. So that means it will now work. So month, for me to get the month, I need the month from here. I use text. I use text function. I need the text from here. I need a text comma. That is the month. The month in quotes. I have the quotes M4. 4, that is for maximum. I end the quotes. I have a bracket. I press enter. So it gives me December, and it is true that it's December. So if I double click, I get all the other months, like October is there, like September is there, and all that. So the quarter, I'll do the quarter later as per the question. Let's go slowly. I'll do the quarter later. What else do I need to do here? I need to do the dates. I need to do the days to ship. Days to ship. I need to subtract. That is the date. So you've even been told days to ship equals to the date shipped. You've been told minus. You were told minus date ordered. So because you need it to be in days, so that means use and. Because you use and, you concatenate the work. So and there was a space. So for you it's quote, but press the space bar again after the first quote, so that you get the space. And then after the space, we need now days, in quotes, days, in quotes, days. So you write days, a space, days, space by again, another quote. So let me see. Uh, okay, there is an issue with there is one more quote that I had put that is not necessary. This one was not necessary. This quote is not necessary. So yeah, good. You can see it is 2 days. It is just 2 days. Good. You will be able to see it's not necessarily 2 days only. Those were 2 days for that customer. And there was several 5 days. Yeah, you can see there are other days, 5 days. There are other days, 6 days there. So there is this negative. So when you find negative, it's because of the open. So that means there is something I have to do. Because of this open, I need to do something where the where it is a blank, like date sheet is blank, that means we need to have. So we use an if function. If I use an if function, I use an if function. Just let me redo it. If. So I need to have an if function. If, that is if what, we need to see what is blank. If order status is open, where is the order status? If this one equals to, if that one equals to open, open is written in small letters. If it is open in quotes, because it's a text, for it to recognize a text in quotes open, if it is open, we close the quotes, comma, what should it be? We should have a blank space. We should have a blank, comma, otherwise that other thing happens. So I press enter. So the 2 days, you'll be able to see where now. Let's go back and see whether our space sheet will leave with a blank, whether was negative days, like here, it has left a blank now. Because of the if function, it has left a blank. Then from there, that is what we're supposed to do. You go to the next thing. Yes, I can save this Control S so that I save the work as I've been instructed. I was instructed to save it as cake cells. Cake, exactly the way it is. Cake cells, capital S, cells 2021 to 23 underscore. From there, you are not specifically told. Okay, you are told to use the center number and the center. So you can write that. For instance, mine, I can use that. Then I save in the folder of exam. In my case, I'm using this one. You save in your examination folder that you've been told, the examination folder specifically. So I click save. So now I have it saved. Then from there, I need to go to the question. I continue. I've done the profits per order. I've done the month of the order. I've done the number of days. Now I go to create spreadsheets. That is the sheets. I go to creating the. So this one I can call this sheet as I can rename it and call it cake cells. Cake cells. That is cake cells 21 to 23. Excel 21 to 23. I can call it so. I need to open another sheet here. I can call it that is chart work. I can have a dashboard, a chart dashboard, chart dashboard, dashboard, and I can also have chart work. I can call it that is chat works. I can call it chat works so that I work there. Chat works so that I'm working from this point. And so you were told that the charts that you are given there is the total cake sold in each year, the total revenue for each year, the total profit for each year, the number of order for each customer. So what I do, you need to make, you can make the charts from pivot table. You make pivot table, then you do a bar chart. Or as by the, if you look at the question, the charts that you have, if you look at the charts that you have here, these are the ones that you've been asked to do. So when you look here, remember even the background should be the same as what is given in the question. So you make sure you do a background as it is here. But the question here is you need this one, you need this total revenue, you need total profit. For you to work better, you can do by doing pivot charts direct, but the best way is for it yeah, just do for this question specifically, just do pivot table, then you create pivot charts, bar charts from the pivot tables. So if I go to my work, if I go and continue the work that we're doing, yes. No, this was this wrong thing. I needed to, yeah. So the first one is total cakes sold. Total cakes sold. I need year. I need yeah, the year and the, then I also need so I need, just look at what you need. For the orders, I'll need customer name. So because I'll need customer name somewhere, I need customer name somewhere. I write that. I need cake sheet because I need control cake sheet. I also need revenue. I need revenue. I also need profit for each. I need profit. I don't need cost, but I need profit. But even if I took it, it's no harm. But I don't need it. I need profit by order. I also need order for all years. Order for all years. I will take, for the sake of getting the what, the year, I'll take order date to know when it was ordered, to know the year. So I control C, I copy this data into sheet 3, which I said I'll do it as what? I'll use it as Chartworks. So control V, I said I can call it Chartworks, rename Chartworks, Chartworks. So I needed the year. The year I need it here. So I should pick the year from here. So I say equals to year, so that I pick the year from here. Yeah, it has just picked the year only because that one I need it. So the first one, control A, the first one is a pivot chart. I insert pivot chart, insert pivot table. You can do it from pivot chart direct and it gives you, but let me use pivot tables. I need that. Then I want in the existing sheet, let me delete here so that I click where I want it to appear. I want it to appear somewhere here. I click OK, so it appears. But the first one is the total cakes. If you look at the question, the first one is, that is the cakes that were sold, the sum of cakes that were sold versus the year. So the sum of cakes that were sold for the year. So when you look at that, so I need the sum of to be the value that is sum. You can select either the sum or whatever you are doing with it. But in this case, I'm doing the sum. When you look at it, it was the sum for the whole year. So cakes hit sum, you bring it here. Sum all the cakes for the whole year. Then you also need the what? The year as the row. The year is your row. If you look at your row, it becomes the year. There's nothing I'm filtering. So when you look at it, it is here now. From here, I can make the what? I can make insert. I can go to insert, then I insert the chart, the bar chart, the first one. So you see, it is exactly what you were given here. It's exactly what you're given here, total cakes. So we continue. We need to change the title to look as total cakes. You can change, and then this one should be hidden. This one should not be there as per the question. So I can go to there and do away with legend. I don't need it. As per the question, I don't need the legend. I need the total here. I mean the title to be total cakes. Total cakes sold each year. Sold each year. Total cakes sold each year. Then total cakes sold each year. Then after doing that, I need to just hide this, right click and then say hide value. I need also there is blank here, and when you look at the question, there is nothing like blank. So come here and do away with, untick this blank so that you don't have it. Okay. Then after ticking the blank disappears. Then you delete you not delete, but hide fill button. So when you hide, it looks exactly what you have in the question. It looks exactly what you have. Then you are good to go. That is, you're done with the first one. You again go and do the same for the second one, the third, and the fourth. So you can have your chart here, or whichever. This is a workspace, but I can take it to where I want. I can take it to where I want. I copy or I just drag it, or yeah, whichever. So what I'll do, this one I need a different background. I need a background that is that color is this one. That is the color. When you look at the question, that is the color. Yeah, it's green. Good. Then I can now go to Chatworks. I copy this. I can copy just the whole thing. I can copy and then I bring it here. I bring it here. Let me copy again. I'm sorry. It's Control C. I Control V. So you can move that background and ensure the background color is exactly what you need. I don't think this background is what I need. It's not exactly that. Should be this one. No, it's not that one. Note that I think it remains this one. Good. So you have your first graph there. You continue and do the other ones. You continue and do the other ones. You go to the data. Can have it there. Now I need to do total revenue. So I insert, I think now you can see insert pivot table from the range. So where do I want it to be? Where do I want it to be? I come here. After deleting, I can move it here. I can click there. I click there. So I'll be able to have, yeah, it is here. So what I do, I need the revenue. The revenue is on the revenue. It is there. Then I also need the year as the row. The year as the row. Yeah, only that. Then I can find here total revenue, sum of revenue. Then I go there, I go to insert, I go to insert, I take the first one. It's exactly what I need, but this one is in dollars. So what I do, right click on this, on that, and then from there, format axis. So that I give it in a currency. Format axis, you go to number. On number, you can see general, you select what? You select currency. So it gives the currency as it is. So it must be exactly how it is. So I also need to do away with this. I also need to do away with this legend and tick the legend. This one I will, this blank I remove it like I did for the other one. You remove that blank, I click OK. I will just hide. I will hide this, hide that, and also hide this one. I'll also hide that one. I'll have that total. It's called total revenue for each. It's called total revenue. Total revenue for each year. For each year. Total revenue for each year. Good. Total revenue for each year. I'm done with it. So for profit, I may not do it. I'll go to the other one direct because of for profit, it's just a repetition of what I've done. Just copy this one and go to your chart dashboard. It's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be there. Control V. Move it. Good. You go again and continue with the same. You continue with the same. You insert, you have to highlight everything. If you don't highlight everything, it will challenge you. You highlight everything. Then you say, goes insert, pivot table. You see the reason why I'm doing pivot table. When you do the third graph, give you a challenge. You do the third graph, that is the fourth one, where you are supposed to fit. So it's from the range, where to place it, just have that, or you could have clicked where you want it to be first. But still it's okay, even if you click later or you first, it has no issue. You click where you want it to be, you click OK. It's saying that we couldn't insert your pivot table at the selected location in the sheet. Okay, what you do, they couldn't insert because there was no space. Just create a space. There is a lot of space. Just create a space. That's why it is a working. Now I've done the wrong thing because I did not select what. I not. I can have it the way it is here. No, this one will not work. Okay, the cursor is there. That's where it will place. It will now work. Control A. It will now work. Insert pivot from range. If I just click OK because I selected already. No. Inserting a pivot table will result in writing. I'll have to cancel. Insert here from range. Like I said, just delete, move to where you want, where there is no data. I think here it will be okay. I click OK. Good. So it is there. So it needs what and what. So this is what how it looks like at first before you select what you want. I want the profit. Profit as the total, as the sum. Then I also need the year as the row. The year as the row. Then this is what I need. I go to insert and go to bar chart. I need that. Like I did with the others, I just do it very fast. I do away with this one. Click OK. I do away with the legend. I come and hide this one. Hide. I also hide this one. Hide. I write as it is. It is total profit for each year. Total profit for each year. Total profit for each year. For each year. Total profit for each year. Then from there, I go to the next one. I just copy. I copy and paste where it's needed. Where it's needed. Control V. Now I'm going to do this one. This is the most essential one. After doing that, then the fourth one you'll do it alone. You'll do it alone. I'll do this one, and then the fifth one you'll do it alone. So this one is about the you select here and all that. So what I do, and I'm using the order for all years. That is, you select the year, it shows the order. So what you do, I am doing still the same. I go back to my chart. I go here because it's about the orders. It's about the orders. Yeah, it's about the orders. So what I'll do here, it is the name versus. So again, it is. I can insert. I can insert the pivot chart direct because for this one, no. Let me just use pivot table. From that, I need that, and I need to place it somewhere. I just move. Can move and place it here. It's no big deal. Place it here. Okay. So after placing it here, it's there. I need remember I need the name as the row. I need the name as the row, that is customer name as the row, customer name, the row. Cake shipped because it's the order as per the person, specific person. What is shipped, so that is cake shipped should be there. What he ordered, that specific person, what did he order, or company, what did they order? Then I need the year to be filtered. I need to filter the year to be checking the year, which year is that, and all that. So if I come here in this, I can now be able to, you can still do the what? You can still do the insert. You can insert the chart from here. Good. So you can see it is giving all the people. I can select the year. Here you see how it will change. If I select to, if I select 2023, for instance, you see it is changing. But I need anyway, I need this one to be changing. So this is the work. Very simple work. I need this one to be the header to be changing. But anyway, let me first of all, customer name. I need to hide, just hide as I've been doing. I also need to hide this one, hide. I also need to do with the legend, it's not needed as per the question. Then this header will have to be changing. So you look at here, it will be changing according to whatever is here. There is all, there is up to 2023. Just blank is not needed and it's not appearing, that is okay for us. So you come here, where was that table that used? The table is, so I can do it here, that formula here. So an equal sign, it is an if function. So if this column, which has the year, if that is equal to, if that is equal to, if that one is equal to all, so there is an all, if that one is equal to, the all, the way it was written, it had a bracket, of course in quotes first, it had a bracket, it was written that way because the bracket, if it's equal to an or, comma, what should it say? It should say order for all years. It should say order for all years. Order for all years. Order for all years. Across the quotes. Otherwise, comma, otherwise it will do what? It will, otherwise it will have to show the year 2023 orders. It will be able to show, otherwise should be able to have in quotes the year, no, there is an error here. I was doing somewhere here. Otherwise, should show the year. It should be able to show the year. Okay. If that equals to order years, otherwise should be able to show that here, that is BK6. BK6. Otherwise should be able to show the BK6 and concatenate That is, there must be a space, and space, and orders, and orders. That is to show that orders, 2023 orders, for instance. So there is an error here. If this equals to all, comma, orders for all years. Otherwise, it should be able to show the year. Otherwise, should be able to show this year and orders. That was should not, PK6 should not be under the quotes. The only thing to be under the quotes is this, orders. Good. But you see, I need to separate, and the order I have maybe capital letter. Yeah, capital letter. So for me to, and the space, I needed to create and space. Space. I create that space. Although the space can be created by orders, the word orders, just a space bar here, space bar, and the space bar there. All capital. I think it will have to work. Yeah, it has worked. So after you do that, we want this total to be, you click on that, then you click on the formula bar, you click equals to equal sign, then you click this one, then you press enter. So if I select the year, this one should be able to change. If I select all, it should be able to tell me order for all years. You see, it's exactly what I have, order for all years. If I select 2022, it should be able to tell me 2022 orders. So this is exactly what you were required to do in this question. So the last one is similar to what I've done. You follow the process of what I've done. The only challenge I'll show you, then from there you do a graph on your own. So you copy this one. I just copy. I go to the chart. I place it there. Control V. I am now good to go. It is there. Then the last thing is I'm going to show you the graph. The graph, you are required to do the quarters here. The next is to do using, I'm going to show you on how to do the quarters on this. I'm going to show you on how to do the quarters, the quarter. So the quarter here, I want from this, you were given a formula to use. If you do the formula that you were given, the way it is, you write equals to round up. You were given round up. So round, then month. I'm doing the month from H2. That H2, that's order date, which was H2. Then you cross this. Yeah, I mean, you cross that bracket, you divide by 3. That's what you were given. Divide by 3, comma 0. So this one will give you like 4, 5, and all that in that case. If it is like this one, the month is 12. How many quarters are in 12? Those are, that's December. December is 12. How many quarters are in 12? There are, you divide by 3 to get the number of quarters. That is 12 divided by 3, we shall have 4 quarters. So it will show me 4. If it is 8, it will divide by 3, or even if it is 9, for instance, divided by 3, you get 3 quarters. So then from there, the formula had a bracket here. If I press enter, this one, because there were 12 months, it's 4 quarters. So that is for this one. Then you've been told to modify as you amend the formula. The question is, you amend the formula. Let's go to the yes. You amend the formula so that it's able to show you how the quarters are. 2023, fourth quarter, 2023, and all that. So we need to amend that formula. So for us to amend that formula, we go back here. I can now remember the formula. It starts with what? If you go to the question, you'll be able to see it starts with the year, followed by that, the one that we have rounded, the quarter, and either is TH and the QTR. So what we do, you go to that, the formula the way it is. In this, to amend, I just put an equal sign, and the way it is, and then I want to start with the year. I'm picking the year from where? I'm picking the year from here. I cross this one for the year. And the year, I concatenate. I just want to join, joining. So I want to join the year, and there is a space. And after space, we have and. So what is it doing? And after space, we had, just go to the question and look at it. We have a space, we have fourth. So, and so I come and copy this, and the same, and this, then from there, that is to the fourth now, it will give me like fourth and that. Then from there, I can copy the same, Control C, so that I need that one, then comma, choose, not comma, but and choose, I want to choose formula so that it's able to choose Control V. It's going to choose that one, chooses that, comma. It will also choose, like now, fast, not fast, but ST. It will choose that number and ST in quotes, of course, in quotes. In quotes, you have ST, that is fast. In quotes, there is and, and the QTR. And the QTR, in quotes, you need QTR to have a space. QTR, space. It will create a space. So I copy all this so that I repeat for all of them. Control C. I need a comma. Control V. I change this to second, ND. Then I comma, Control V. third, LD, third, and the comma, and finally control V, fourth, fourth. Then I think I'm done. I close with a bracket, I press enter. So it has given me exactly what I just did the formula, so that it has given me what I require. That is it. If I change it, the fourth, third are here. You can see it has picked the third, it has picked the first, all of them are picked. Then after you're done that, Control S. So the next was that you create a chart. That you create a chart. If you go to the next question, is that you create a chart. Go to the next question. Insert a chart on your worksheet to display the sales per quarter. Sales per quarter. User must be able to select the year, like all those years, or the quarters. Like you are selecting the year and you are selecting the quarter. Then it should also change here. This one we have already done. So I don't think there is the only thing, just this for this question, you can insert the pivot chart direct, but on the rows you put two things. You put the year quarter, and you put the customer name. And then these quarters, you needed to create it first. Let me assist you to create the quarters. So if I go to, I can have working for that specific chart. I can call it quarter chart working. Quarter chart working. The quarter chart working. So specifically, the quarter chart working, it needed what? When you look at it, you need the customer name. You need the customer name. Control, you need the quarter. You also need the quarters. Yeah, you need the quarters and display quarters to display the sales per quarter. So you needed the sales per quarter. So you needed the cakes. You needed the cakes so that you can get the sales per quarter. You needed the move across. The year, of course, you will not need it. So the year I will get it from here. I also need the what? The quarters I'll get from here. Those are the only things I need. Control C. I go to quarter chart working. Control V. So there are two things I'm going to create. In this my data, I'm going to create two things. I'm going to create the year here. The year, of course, the year I said equals to just year. I'm picking the year from here. I also need to have the quarters. In this case, I call them quarters. This was quarter, I call it quarters because I need to select the year separately and the quarter separately. And I need the quarters to be just fourth QR, and the third QR and all that. So equals to, and you need to remember to use the formulas of right, left. I need to pick from the right, the right of this, comma, how many? What you count including the space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I use 7, will it work? Let me see. I think 7 will not, but let me try. I press enter. You see it has left 4, so I use 8. Just modify there and I have 8. 8. Press enter. So it is now correct. So after you've done that, now you have all the years and you have all the quarters. Yeah, you have all the quarters and all the years. So from there, you need a graph. You need a pie chart so that I can create control A. I can create a pivot chart direct in this case. In this case, I can go to insert. I can insert pivot charts. Pivot chart. I hope it is good. It was selected well. So the pivot chart, I want 2 things. I want the cakes because it's doing a sum of cake sheet, the cells as the values, the sum of that, and it's also doing the quarters. I need the quarters to be filtered. So quarter will be filtered, and the year will be also filtered. 2 things will be filtered, year and the quarter. So I also need the what? The things, the quarters. There is quarter, not quarters, but quarter. No, whatever is filtered is not quarters. Quarter is in the x-axis. Whatever is filtered is what I created, which I called quarters. Quarters is what is filtered. Then I also need the quarter is in the x-axis, and also the x-axis I need customer name. 2 things in the x-axis, customer name, the axis category, customer name. So I have 2 things there. Then now I'm good to go. This is your what? This is your table and this is your chart. This is your chart and this is your table. Let me move this chart here so that I can create some space. Okay. So in simple terms, the chart is already there. You can see if I change the year to 2021, I click OK, you can see it changing. You can see it changing. You change the quarter and all that. But I need it to look presentable like that one on the graph. So like this one is showing both the quarters and the. So what I do, first of all, from the question, I can do away with. These positives in the question is what told me that I was to create a what? A pivot chart direct. A pivot chart direct is because I saw this one. So I can hide. I can also hide this one. I can do away with the legend. I don't need it. Can delete. Then, okay, I could have checked there, but no big deal even if I delete. Then I needed to now I needed now to do a formula. I needed to do a formula that if I select the year, like this was the year, if I selected 2022, I select, I click OK. I select the quarter. If I select maybe first quarter, everything should be in first quarter. Yeah, you can see this one, 2022 first quarter. Everything is in first quarter. I like the way it was looking. But I am not done because I've been told it looks exactly what I needed, but I've been told I want this total, this one to be changing throughout. So I do the same thing that we did. I do the same thing that we did. But here in this case, I can still use the if function equals to. We need the year. Can you, okay, before we do the equal, just understand what is here. We have all and all the years. We also have all and all the quarters. So if in both it is all, so there is an if and function. So you know how to use if and function. So equals to if and at the same time, they are used at the same time. If and. So if this one equals to all the way it is in brackets, is under the brackets or that's how it is. If equals to all and quotes, comma, because it is the two of them, and this one is or again, equals to again exact thing in quotes, bracket, or cross this bracket, cross the quotes. If both of them, then it should be written all orders for all years. That is all years, all quarters for all years. Should show something like all quarters for all years. That is all quarters for all years. Something of that kind. Or else, what should it show? Or else, comma, or else what should it show? The year, or else it should be able to show the year space, that is an concatenate, that is join the two, and that is and space, because it's a year and space, and space, and space, and now the quarter, you pick and the quarter, and space and the quarter. Good, then I cross, press enter. It's missing opening and if those were specific, if and I don't think it needed two. I don't think it needed two of them. Control Z. I don't think so. I don't think so. It doesn't. All quarters, comma, this and space and that. Why is it not? Formula is missing an opening or closing parentheses. It's missing. Where is that comma which is missing? Bracket that is missing. I don't think it is. if and j9 equals to all, comma, j equals to all, then all quarters for all years, comma, should be showing j the year, which is j9, and the space quarters, and the space quarters, and logical 1, comma, logical 2, logical 3, all quarters. Okay, there was a crossing bracket here because you needed to show the and at the end. Yeah. There was a crossing bracket there. Good. That is where the challenge was. So if I select all here, before I do anything, if I select all, I also select here all, but it is giving me something, an error there. Yeah, it's all selected, it's giving this. So I just come here on this, I click equals to, then I click this, I click enter. So it's able. If I come here and now select, that's for all years, I select 2023, I select the quarter, in this case 2023, I select the quarter, maybe the fourth quarter, I click OK, it is able to show me it is 2023 fourth quarter. So simple as that. If I copy this one, I just copy this one, I come to my sheet, to my chart, good, to my chart sheet, and I can have it here. Control V, I can have it here. So even if I did, now the examiner comes and checks, he is able to see that this is 2021, click OK. You can have a text box and have the text box here to say select. I hope that one you won't have a challenge to do, but let me do for you. Select that. Yeah, if it is that way, it's okay. Select here and the quarters. So it's just a what? A text box. Insert text box. You come here. Sorry. Okay. Just inserting the text box. And they say select year and quarters. Select year and quarters. You can have it as bold. You can have it bold. You can try to move it. You know, if you move the wrong, that's moving the whole thing. You know, both of them are selected. If you have to be very keen. Yeah, like this one now is moving only the text. Yeah, you put it where you want. Then from there, you can also have a text so that you like number of orders placed, like it is down here, number of orders placed. So you still insert and have the word there. You have the word here, number of orders. placed by customers. So this is what you were required. This is what you were required to do. Control S, I save all my work. And that is the end of the question. If you did that, you scored 30 marks. But it was not that work in the back. You needed to do some work. So all these workings, you needed to do it so that it's always good to do all these workings and show where you've done it from. Thank you, and make sure you do all those revision. Do the question on your own, see what you are able to answer the same way. And from there, I'll do another video on the second question. Thank you, and have a nice